This is my first proper YouTube video. This is the video I made 1,000 times already in my head. And this is also the video I probably recorded 100 times already, but never published. It's really difficult to explain that to someone who maybe published millions of videos already. Because I don't consider myself as a shy person. In fact, I used to be professor assistant at university. Talking in front of hundreds of students was never a problem for me. But I always had some excuses. First, the script wasn't good. Right now I don't have any script. Second, as you can probably hear, my English is not perfect, and I would always make some mistakes, and then I will try again, and I will forget some words, and so on and so forth. Then I didn't have any lighting. Now I even bought some lights, even a backlight, as you can see, because I saw on YouTube videos and tutorials that's the way to go. Then I didn't have any microphone. Now I bought some, although it's a cheap one, but it looks like a professional one. And I even had like DSLR camera, which I'm filming right now, but my phone is much better, but I'm not sure how to connect phone and this microphone. So anyway, there was always a reason. And I think all those reasons didn't matter at all. The only reason was me. I wasn't like, I don't know how to explain that, but I didn't have enough courage. I didn't have enough self-esteem. I wasn't sure on myself. And I would always think like, I need to learn a little bit more, this is not good, and YouTube video needs to start with some kind of hook, and then there is something called audience retention, and so on and so forth. Those tricks, like there are 5 steps, but fifth one is the most important one. So things like that. And I just try to find another excuse to spend some time to read some books or watch some YouTube tutorials in order to get better. And then everything changed. I had some experience that completely changed the way I think about this. In the middle of that experience, one thought popped in my head, and the thought was like, why you never did it? Like, why you postponed? Like, if you get another chance, are you going to do it? And at that point, in the middle of that experience, recording and publishing YouTube video was such a small thing. And it also changed my mind, because my mindset, better to say, because at that moment I didn't think about like why you didn't do it, because you will probably earn a lot of money, have a lot of subscribers, followers, likes, whatever. No, I never thought about that. The only thought that appeared was like, why you didn't do it if you wanted, like. And I really wanted to create some content, whether YouTube videos or something else, because I'm a very curious person, and I read a lot, I watch a lot YouTube tutorials or some kind of tutorials or whatever. So I always had that desire in creating something, but I never did. I mean, I created some stuff for myself, websites and things like that, but never like a content, because there is a huge difference. With content like this, you are like, if you're authentic, you are naked basically in front of others and in front of strangers, because like I told you, I'm not a shy person. I can talk in front of hundreds of people, but it's much easier for me to talk in front of the people, because then you can see them, you can feel the energy, the vibe and everything. Right now I'm alone here, so I'm talking in front of the camera and it seems weird and strange. But I hope at least you can experience, and better to say feel, my energy and my vibe. So thanks to that experience, I decide to do it now. And this time I'm going to publish it. And I don't care if it's not good or whatever, I'm going to publish it. And my only goal with this video, because you always imagine like publishing video and then like millions of views, criticizing you, millions of content of comments or whatever. But in reality, I will publish it and maybe 3 people will see it, maybe not. And that's it. I will wake up tomorrow morning and no one will care. And only when you realize that no one will care, because we are all the most important person for us. And sometimes we think that everyone else is thinking about us, but in fact, no one does and no one cares. Pretty much no one. I mean, you got a point. Not some strangers said, completely different country or continent. So when you publish, nothing will happen. So my idea is, or my goal is, to motivate someone who is maybe in similar situation like I was, and I'm still are, because that's not easy. It didn't pass, but it gave me a little bit more courage. And to tell you, if you're in similar situation, to put yourself out and share your perspective and uniqueness, because we often think that there are like millions of others like us, and that we can contribute, that we can provide any value. And like, I used to watch Mr. Beast explaining YouTube algorithm, and he spends like millions of hours analyzing and so on and so forth. And I would think like, oh my God, who is going to do that? Like, and I don't have desire to do it, to be honest. I just have desire to create something, and I'm doing this to fulfill my desire. So what I want to tell you is that if you have desire, do it. Don't think about like how valuable it's going to be, how unique it's going to be, because although we all think like there are millions like us, that's not true. It's just one like us on this planet. And we are all unique with different skills, interests, and appearance or whatever. So do it today. Like, every phone is good enough to do it. Even phone microphones are good enough. You don't need to buy those stupid lights. You just need to film it, record it, and publish it. And I promise nothing will happen. And that's a good thing, because you will have enough time to get better with every new video until you get some views, comments, likes, or whatever you are trying to do. I don't really think about those kind of things. I just want to fulfill the desire I had, and desire I recognize in the middle of that experience, because when that thought popped up in my head at the middle of that, I knew that that's something that's important, because it wouldn't be there if it wasn't important. So now I'm basically paying my debt, because I told myself at that moment, if everything will be okay, that I will do it. So I'm doing it, and I hope this is not going to be the last one. And if you decide to do it, and if you publish your first YouTube video, please put a link on the comment of this video, and I will be your first subscriber.